Happy Monday, everyone. If that thumbs up button as you're rolling in.
Mind you can't control, running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We gotta party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We gotta party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're all having a good evening. Getting the week started. Fun times, right? Fun times.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now.
You, Heather.
Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Oh, thank you. Joanna. Thank you, Javier.
I'm done. I'm
Hope Heather
gone.
likes me.
Don't run from the truth. Your lies. Now I know you played me just like a flute. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. Could not start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my
Thank you, Lady of the Wood. Well, they're so sweet.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Today is September 30th, 2024, 6:07 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Hello. Jared, I just messaged you back. Um, I I'm gonna have to go. I've told a few of you this, I think. I'm gonna have to go to the I don't know if it's my phone or if it's AT&T or what. Side note here, I am not getting messages. I mean, I eventually get them, but like if I don't like restart my phone, or sometimes they just randomly come in, they all come in at once. It's so weird. It's like ding, 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 ding. It sounds so weird. Anyway, how's everyone doing? So glad to be here with you guys. Thank you for being here. Could have chosen to be anywhere in the world, anywhere on YouTube, and you chose to be right here. Your time is valuable, and I appreciate it so very much. Honesty prevails. Amen. Love this screen name, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you. Really do appreciate it. Can't do it without you. I want to show you what a dear subscriber made for me. Let me see if I can find them. So, listen, mother chicken. Listen, mother chicken. And we'll still do the train thingy when we get 5 or more memberships. But beep beep, mother chickens. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my god. I am in love. That is so cute. So cute. Um, Terry, thank you. I missed that. I apologize, my dear. Let me thank you so much for 1 month. I really do appreciate your support, Terry. Hello, Justin Mods in chat. Hope everyone is doing well. We are okay, Terry. It's Monday, and you keep me around because of the chickens. Do you have chickens, Heather? Do you have chickens? Um, I'm gonna do some chicken content eventually. Uh, I forgot and you forgot, but we are gonna do a cartoon meme contest. We can do it. We can do it. Thank you guys for the compliments. You can't tell them apart. What? The the this is listen mother chicken, beep beep mother chickens. Listen mother chicken, beep beep mother chickens. Yeah, love my mother chicken. I will show you the silkies. They're so big now. It's amazing how fast a chicken will grow. It really is. Especially my okay fusions. Thank you. You got 2 roosters. They're mean. Mm. I've got uh, some buff Orpingtons, and then I got I think some barred rocks, and then I got 3 silkies. But the buff Orpingtons, dang, they're big. They're big. They're getting really big. Um, Anywho, Cocoa Honey, thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate that 1 month, my love. Love you too. Thank you so much for your support. Really, I'm messaging with all cell phone company. It's messaging. Well, mine was doing it before this storm. Mine was doing it before this storm. So, Justin, I was saying I have a bunch of chickens just like that one. They're identical. Oh, I can't tell them apart. So I named them all Penelope. LOL. The others are Bard Rock, the one Olive Egger. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Um, used to have silkies. I love silkies. Did you name a silky Tina Turner or Rod Rod Stewart? Was it Rod Stewart? Uh no, there was a bunch of really cool names that was like celebrity and names, but it's got like egg in it. They'll like they make it like into a chicken thing. I'm scared of chicken. I'm scared of turkeys. Turkeys, I can't. I can't with turkeys. I had a really bad experience with turkeys when I was a kid. You guys know I was a country boy. I am a country boy. I just like to go to town now. And I grew up really country. And so I was playing one day outside, and my grandpa's gobbler, as just a kid, and it came up, and I was probably 4 years old. I still remember it. Still remember it. I am terrified. Uh, it flogged me and then got me on the ground, and I remember it stomping me with. And turkeys have big spurs, like really big spurs right there. Um, Phyllis Filler. That's funny. That's a good one. RT, that's a good one. Instead of Phyllis Diller, it's Phyllis Filler. um, and so I remember my grandpa, like, uh, getting that turkey, and he got it by its neck, and we lived on kind of like a hillside, and he whoop, threw it over the hill, and it lived. It lived. But he was probably our Thanksgiving meal that year, I'm sure. Uh, yes, we are going to go over that. We're going to go over that. That was sent to me actually right before we started. But first, I need to thank Coco. Uh, just gifted 5 Yes, beep beep mother chicken. Beep beep mother chickens, right? We got to take the train ride. Who's ready for the train ride? Where is my button? Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand
Beep beep
clear of
mother
the
chickens.
closing doors, please.
To the lesser fight, my body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes.
Thank you so much, Coco Honey, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Really do appreciate that support, Coco Honey. If you received one of those, come on now, give our Coco Honey a big thank you. Couldn't do it without you, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you all. Hello. Hello, everyone. Just coming in. Crap, I got squished again. What do you mean you got squished again? Where are you getting squished? How are you getting squished? So yeah, someone was just asking, and it sounds like things are being escalated in what's going on. And I only know what this says, so I guess this just came out a little bit ago. Um, let me pop myself over here. It says the following: Law offices of Joe Lesniak update. Hashtag Sebastian Rogers. This morning, our client encountered additional impediments caused by online trolls, end quote, who have escalated their interference to the federal level. Our team have some insight into where their disruptions are originating from. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting part. We have received reports that individuals are now filing false claims with federal officials. What does that mean? Filing. I mean, I know what it means, but I'm just trying to think a little deeper into that. This behavior is no longer just civil misconduct, it is swiftly crossing into criminal territory. Anyone who continues to contact authorities, whether local, state, or federal, should be prepared. Uh, to substantiate their claims in court, whether in a civil or criminal case. It has come to our attention that individuals falsely reported to authorities that several searchers associated with At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter were brandishing TBI badges. Oh, see, I haven't read all this actually. And entering homes unlawfully? Our clients received a call from the US government. Dang. Looks something. Not sure if I can say. I saw a creator that's searches had posted on YouTube. Not sure I can say the name in the chat, but it looks like something to do. Sure. I guess that's okay. Yeah. I mean, just put in your opinion. Or allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, dog's not gonna he's not gonna put a um he's not gonna act like a TBI agent or anything like that. Uh Trust me, you know, he's smart, right? He's not all, you know, rough around the edges. He also, has a lot of smart people around him. Uh so I don't know, what do people I don't know. I don't know, but it sounds like there's going to be um something going on here. That is for sure. Um this behavior is no longer just civil misconduct. It is swiftly crossing into criminal territory. Anyone who continues to contact authorities, whether local, federal, um wow. Wow. Has anyone talked about this? Hey, Irony. Doug said that he would bend the rules to its breaking point, but I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would do that. I don't know. I don't know. Do people not get that there is going to be an investigating done in this? When it comes to like showing, hey April, good to see you, honey. When it comes to like showing badges and stuff, yeah. But it sounds like it doesn't sound like, yeah, yeah. It sounds like they I'm guessing, the way it sounds, and this is just the way I take it, I don't know, that they let me read that again to make sure. Our clients encountered additional impediments caused by online trolls who has escalated their interference to the federal level. Our team has some insight onto where the disruptions are coming from. We have received reports that individuals are now filing false claims with federal offices. Federal offices. This behavior is no longer with just civil misconduct, it is swiftly crossing. So we have received reports that individuals are now filing false claims with federal offices. I don't know what them. I don't know. I don't know. It would just be nice if everyone could just get along. And if you don't get along, just don't mention them. Like that would be great. Is it that difficult? That's what I don't understand. Is it like that? If it's, you know, we don't have to agree as creators. Doesn't, you know, but we also don't have to like fight with each other. You know what I mean? Have your opinion, fine. but let others have theirs. You know, just don't mention any other creators. S- it's not rocket science. You know what I mean? I mean, once you start mentioning other creators or creators start mentioning you, I mean, most creators mentioning you, that's when you start with um, you know, getting that's when the people start fighting. People start fighting because people naturally want to defend themselves, right? But the people, the people know better. People know better. Um, the people that can see their way around. This is what happens when you are living in darkness and hate all the time. This really shows the mind virus at its worst. It really does. It really does. Whenever you have, uh, you know, this constant turmoil in your heart, right? Unhappiness, bitterness, um, hurt, anger, it comes, right? And it comes out your mouth and then off of your tongue. And then you start speaking hatefulness. And it just drags you down. It just drags you down. Um, I choose not to watch the negativity very much. There's a few channels that I go to. I promise you this. Oh, probably over a year ago, I used to watch just about everybody. Um, but I'm telling you, it started messing with how I felt. You know what I mean? It really started messing with my mood and stuff. And if you cannot be around the negativity so much and expect to be a positive person. You just can't do it. You can't expect to be around negative people and expect a positive life. And so I ask you to do it for your own mental health. Do it for your own mental health. If that person that you feel like you have to click on to listen to them to get the tea or anything like that, I'm telling you, you will notice a difference. You will, I promise you, I know you will notice a difference. If it is someone, a creator, whatever, constantly talking about someone else that is not case related, right? That these cases are bad enough. They're bad enough. And don't make it any harder. I have no desire to uh, listen to it or be part of it. RT, thank you, my dear. Really appreciate you. They need to talk about it because that's their only content, in my opinion. I know, RT, and I say this not as a smart butt or anything like that, but I honestly feel sorry for them, for people who just have to, watch what someone's doing um, just to critique them. I don't know. It's just sad. You're right. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate your super sticker, my dear. Really appreciate your LP and Holly very much. Justin, on Saturday, I watched a channel. I felt so bad because they were going after Silver. Well, listen, Silver does not watch them. I'm sure. Silver has better things to do. I think we all should have better things to do, and do something positive. Do something positive. Um, I think it's just a vicious cycle. Uh, People get in. Um, I think that they get that instant satisfaction or gratification that they're talking and ill and vile about another person. But then 95% of those creators are going to put a live back the next day. And then they're going to go right back at them. And it's just this vicious, 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 vicious cycle. So, um, yeah, that's right, butterflies. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Drama for clicks and views. I mean, people watch it. They watch it. But I promise you, listen, I promise you, if you, whatever drama that you are watching, I promise you, if you put on a motivation video rather than, did you see this person do this or that person do that back in 1976? Because it's forever. Um, you will feel better. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. We got a lot to talk about today. You're right, Chair. You're absolutely right. Drama does sell. Drama does sell. Um, and there are people that just absolutely love to hate. They love to hate. And for whatever reason, you know, I think we should all be happy whenever we either lift each other up or leave each other alone. You know what I mean? Just don't. It's just not worth it. So I was live earlier this afternoon, maybe like early afternoon, and we have a lot to cover. So buckle up, buckle up. I haven't went over the entire Terry Lynn interview. Um, but someone sent me this and I caught this morning. I was like, I'd never heard that. Yeah. Um, what was it? Someone was saying something about, I don't know. Someone sent me I don't even know who it was. Swear on anything. I don't even know who it was. But they was saying like Tony was in somewhere in politics, like arguing with someone in politics. And that's nothing I don't think Tony would do. And that's why we give creators here and, people who might be duplicated a lot. We give them, creators a wrench. They don't really necessarily use it, but we just give them a wrench just to know that it's really them. It really is Truth Sleuth. So there's some things that we need to look at. Now, I'm going to show you something, and you're going to remember this very, very well, this interview, but you might not be familiar with the next one that I'm going to play. I'll put it in the description here. All right. So let me show you this. Flickery, did I get your emails? I think so. I get so many emails a day. I want you to listen to this little short part right here.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not.
Hold on.
he's not a mischievous child by any means.
Katie and Chris say Sebastian is not on social media. While he loves to play Minecraft, they tell me he does not have any online capabilities. I asked if there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. He's that morning he was laughing, he was joking.
It's as if Sebastian vanished. No sign of him on any video throughout the community. Thousands of miles logged by law enforcement, canines, helicopters, even dive teams, and no sign of him. Chris and Katie tell me they've been harassed. People pointing.
He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I don't know why he walked out that door, right? I don't know why he walked out that door. And from the beginning, it has been he walked out the door, right? He walked out the door. Lacey, I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry. I don't know why he walked out the door. Well, we got to talk about something. It's their narrative. Well, you know, late night speaking on the old phone. Here we go. Listen to this. Oh, wrong one. Dang it. Wrong one. Bear with me 1 second. Here it is. Okay.
For 2 of those.
She paid for the 2 that are here and locally in Nashville. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 2 of those.
Oh, yeah, that's not Memphis, like you were saying.
So you paid for those, or did your family?
It doesn't matter who paid for them. See, this is where you're trying to measure tit for tat. And
No,
you just said that it's
you're
not
telling me all about what you paid for them. You did.
No, I didn't tell you what I paid for.
Isn't it? Have you ever? Can you imagine a grown man talking about tit for tat about billboards and stuff like that? It's just bizarre to me. Just bizarre. Anyway.
I'm just gonna say you did it.
Well, then that's where you're wrong. But good luck. Have fun.
Well, I'm just saying. But since we're
I'm not really in the mood to go tit for tat.
No,
you
you
got to answer your
are.
questions.
It's like we got.
You're not.
How the hell do you have a house with no cameras?
He cannot stand specifically a woman talking back to him, and it just eats him.
It's outside there.
Listen to this.
I'm not going to confirm or deny if there's cameras here or not. It's nobody's business.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm saying I'm giving you an answer. It's nobody's business.
It's nobody's business. Nobody's business. Well, I believe if it's very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. That's nobody's business whether there's cameras there or not. Well, did you see him go out the door, Mr. Foot, Mrs. Foot? He says, Mr. Foot says he's not there, but we would have heard it, is what he also says.
Business, what is or is not here.
Yep, it's coming up.
What do you imagine then? Can I ask you this? What do you think happened to Sebastian? What do you think?
Listen,
Did he walk out the door that night or early morning?
I don't know. It's hard to say because right now there's no answers to anything. My speculations here. If he, walks outside the door.
What do you mean if? What do you mean if he walked out the door? If? What do you mean if he walked out the door? What other way could he have gotten out? What other way could he have gotten out of the house? There's nothing to say that he got out other than, there's nothing to say that he walked out. The only thing that we know is that there is a disappearance. How that disappearance happened, well, we don't know. Right. And that's been the story since the beginning. Justin, Brandy, and Indy sent you a video where he kind of admitted that he had cameras for Katie. Where did she send it? Where'd she send it? Let me see here. Someone just sent me something. At Night Intelligence Agency. We have established a team to focus on doxing issues as they pertain to the search for Sebastian Rogers. Victims are requested to email us at doxing@night.agency for a legal review. I can't wait to watch them explain themselves in front of a judge, Nick says. They got away with it for 7 months, but that ends with us. Legal fees, ? They've got no idea. A word to the wise, don't spend all your money on a civil lawyer because, well, they don't help with bail. Dang. He's saying it. For such a small, hold on. Where was that comment? For such a small word, if has a big, yes. My grandmother used to say, if is a small word that can make a huge difference. Right? So, why does he?
If there, if he, walks outside the door, he's vanished. There's no trace.
Right.
The cops asked me what I thought.
So, if he walks out of the door, then there would be some trace of him, wouldn't there not? If he walks out of that door. We had to. Or he didn't. But listen to not only that, listen to, in the same breath, he speaks about what's next. No one asked him at all. He just goes there.
I told him, I said, supposedly based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the road, somebody goes flying down there and let's say he hit him. They think you would find something. Well, there's nothing there to be found. So that kind of debunks that.
Right.
So then it goes back to, was this a crime of opportunity of he was walking and somebody picked him up?
Oh,
or
okay,
did
DNA.
somebody just take him? But now in Memphis, you do not stay in Memphis. I mean, you just don't. I mean, you go outside of Memphis to stay. But RV park wise, the one I stay at's right over the state line of Mississippi.
Oh, you got an RV, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay, so you live in an RV?
Well, if there was a hit and run, there would be him, first of all, most likely on cameras somewhere in that neighborhood, right? Especially if he walked out toward the road. Second of all, there would be a scent, right? He has a scent everywhere else he goes. So why not a scent? And obviously a hit and run would leave some sort of evidence. And he says that, if they put him over the side of the road, they would have found him. It's the call, my monkey. It's the call. My son's family. Yeah.
When I'm on the road.
Oh. Why?
Well, where am I supposed to sleep?
So you don't come home.
This
I
guy-
don't know what you do. I mean, I'm not like that. I don't know what you do.
Oh, no. So most construction folks that actually live, like, have to travel occasionally for work, they tend to have like RVs that they'll take and set up because it's cheaper to live that way than it is to have a $3,000, $4,000 hotel bill, and you can't afford it because, your money's going to your hotel bill instead of paying your bill.
So they don't give you extra money to live off of if you not.
Not every job does, no.
Got it. Okay. So you have to live.
Right. I mean, if it was a hit and run, there would most likely be spottings of him. It's highly unlikely. That's right, Soldier Girl. That's right. A hit and run, it's not likely to be hit by the first car, right? So others are more likely to see you. There's cameras down the roads, right? That's neighborhoods and all that. And a scent, absolutely. But he says if he walked out the door, if.
An RV, that's weird.
Well,
maybe not if you want to live in an. I don't know. I don't know much about that because I don't know. I don't camp, so that's okay. Okay. So you live in Mississippi when you're doing that, though?
Yep.
Yeah, just over the state line.
And you eat out of that thing and everything?
Yeah, you got a little kitchenette in it.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't do that. You're better than me. I'm just saying, do you wash your clothes in it, too?
No, I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer.
Oh, yeah.
Or
We'll see about that.
some parks have like a washer and dryer at the park, so you can use those too.
I'm good.
So you can use those too. Have
Hold
like
on.
a washer and dryer at the park, so you can use them. I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer.
Oh, yeah.
Or some parks have like a washer and dryer at the park, so you
Some parks have a washer and dryer at the park. Remember that.
can use those too.
I'm good. Does it have a bathroom? Ugh.
Mine does, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't like, because then you have to deal with the sewer pipe and the discharge and all that stuff.
wouldn't you just go home? I'm just curious. Why wouldn't you just go home?
Who's going to drive 3 hours
Me.
and 37 minutes one way?
Me?
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. So that's
Me.
3 hours and 37 minutes
Yes.
one way.
I mean, I don't blame him either. I mean, that's too long, 3 hours and 37 minutes one way. You're driving 7 hours a day. I mean, you just can't do that. That's a whole shift.
To go home.
Yes.
And 3 hours and 37 minutes to go back. So it's
Well, it
over a
depends on when I have to
7-hour
go back.
round trip.
When would I have to go back?
Are you going to drive every day?
So did y'all ever all go down there as a family and live in the RV?
No.
That
February. I
it's,
said
it's,
it.
it's the.
No.
It's,
I never once said the
Hold
1st of
on.
February. I said early February. That is all I've told y'all.
not me. I'm just telling you what I read.
Y'all, I mean generally Facebook, y'all. Not this. not you.
Can I ask you, why the hell do you answer all these people in this?
Guys, look at this. We're gonna come back to this. 1 second. Let me pop this up. This just in. This is Dog the Bounty Hunter tweeting, "Monkey see, monkey do. Are you pulling a Brian Laundrie? I see you." Nick Goforth, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Dog is in town and he's after the truth." He's on someone's. Do I have any crickets on my soundboard? Any crickets? Any crickets? Don't think I do. Oh, that's not it. Don't guess I do. I thought I had some crickets at one time. Well, this should be interesting. This should be interesting. Dogs don't like fleas. I wonder what that means. Are you pulling a Brian Laundrie? Are the feet still in the area anymore? I don't know. People said that that photo was old. That was KK with Yeah, reality. We just played him a minute ago. I think didn't we just play him a minute ago? Didn't the Laundries hide their son for a while? Yes, but they also knew where he was the entire time.
Damn thing. Or is there a reason? Because
Yes, because people are out there assuming, insinuating, and coming up with their own crap to turn around. And every time they do that, they want to submit, well, then he did this. Well, then when they submit it to law enforcement, you know what? That takes another body away from finding Sebastian.
Right here, early. Okay, let me ask you this: what do you consider early February?
Oh, really?
Early February. I'm not going to give you a time frame.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm not asking. Okay, let me say this: what would you consider early January? Let's go to January.
I'm not going to give you I'm not doing that.
Let me look at let me see what they say. What early is. Let me look at
I don't care what they say.
No,
early is,
I'm typing in
matter.
what is early? Makes sense to you? Is there a specific reason?
Yes, because I've been informed by law enforcement agencies do not give specific dates, and that's why you're not getting them.
Is there a reason why his father didn't or doesn't dodge dates? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak for Seth. I'm not going to sit here and try to
I'm not
figure
saying
out why he does what he does either.
No, I'm not saying speak for him. I'm just saying, is there a reason why?
That's speaking for him, and I'm not speaking for him.
Well,
I'm not.
Okay, so that is talking about the cameras. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. All right, credit goes to Hindsight 2002. Link will be provided in the description. Love Hindsight.
Do you
Maybe the Speedway needs a review at Forum 226. Now, I did have a review, I do believe, but I actually am going to speak about that today. I have something pulled up.
you think? Well, how do I
Turn
put
this
this?
down.
I kind of feel like given the opportunity to clear the air would be nice. Do you think there was anything that Sebastian heard that night in a phone call that would have made him run away, A, and B, I've noticed that it seems like the common sense idea is that he went out the front door, and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Is it possibly
See, he said went out the front door. Chris didn't say
because
nothing.
you had cameras inside your house to protect your family, and they saw him go? That camera saw him go out the front door.
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have discussed with law enforcement um, is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for
Right.
safety reasons for
Right.
our house,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife and my daughter, and when Sebastian, one of those situations.
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been thrown around a lot. I wanted to ask. I think your answer answers it indirectly, respectfully, but that's the end of my questions. I'm good. Thank you for answering them respectfully.
Hey, now be careful because people gonna say I didn't talk to Ben on this show. Okay, careful.
You don't talk to men who disagree with you. That's for sure. So he says, he says, how does he say it?
Front door.
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because
I do not disclose that information because I don't have clearance from law enforcement. Oh my God. Do you think that really matters? Do you think that really matters? You know why I think there's maybe two reasons, in my opinion at least, why he doesn't want to speak about cameras. One, because in my opinion, Sebastian didn't walk out the door. Number two, would it show him being there anywhere between the 5th and the 25th? He is his in between the lines kind of way. In my opinion, admitted he had cameras. Yeah, the answer, well, if it's not, listen, the way I take these things, whenever, especially Mr. Semantics over here, it's not a yes, it's not a no, but if you didn't, wouldn't you just say, no, we don't have them? You said, no, we don't have security. You don't have a security system. You said no to that. So why can't you talk about those cameras?
I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things.
Mm-hmm.
He always blames it on
But
law
what we
enforcement.
have discussed with law enforcement um, is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for
Right.
safety reasons for
Right.
our house,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife and my daughter, and when Sebastian, one of those situations.
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been
What did he
thrown
say
around a
about
lot,
that?
and I
Hold
wanted
on.
to
Um, is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for
Right.
safety reasons for
Right.
our house,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife and my daughter, and when
My wife, my daughter, and Sebastian. Well, isn't that what cameras are? For whenever something does go wrong, you can say, yeah, we saw him go out the door. Now, if they had him going out the door, let's talk like this. If they had him going out the door, wouldn't they say, yeah, we saw him go out the door on the camera? Right? in my opinion. Play it again. Okay. It's only a minute and 30 seconds. So,
Well, how do I put this? I kind of feel like given the opportunity to clear the air would be nice. Do you think there was anything that Sebastian heard that night in a phone call that would have made him run away? A, and B, I've noticed that it seems like the comments and sense ideas that he went out the front door and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Is it possibly because you had cameras inside your house to protect your family and they saw him go, that camera saw him go out the front door?
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, but
you know what? Law enforcement says they don't know what he was wearing. Remember that? We don't know what he's wearing. Now, the parents claim he was wearing a black shirt, a black pant with white stripes going down the side, and no shoes. So, if law enforcement had it on camera, wouldn't they say, we know what he's wearing? I would think so. I would think so. Yeah, he went out the door. Right? You would think, right? Absolutely. But they don't say that. They say we don't know what he was wearing. So, where was the rest of it?
because I don't have.
Because you had cameras inside your house to protect your family and they saw him go, that camera saw him go out the front door.
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things. But what we have discussed with law enforcement is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for safety reasons for our house, you know, and my wife and my daughter, and when Sebastian, one of those situations.
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been thrown around a lot. I wanted to ask. I think your answer answers it indirectly, respectfully, but that's the end of my questions. I'm good. Thank you for answering them respectfully.
Yep, I think it kind of answers it myself. I agree with that. Thank you so very much, my truthy sleuth. If Sebastian went out the door at the time of night, what kind of parent would say or do nothing as their autistic son leaves the house barefoot, no coat, and in his sleep clothes in the middle of the night? Exactly. So, in my opinion, they either don't have any cameras, which, if you remember Nina, she claims that they did. She claims, well, Chris, didn't you have, a camera? Because she saw it whenever they was, he would talk to Faith. And also someone that I spoke to, someone Mr. Footnose, claims that there was cameras inside. My wife, my daughter, and Sebastian speaks volumes. Exactly. Now, he talked about earlier the washer and dryer, right? He said he doesn't have a washer dryer. How the F you do not know what shirt? You said it was between 3. Where's the other two? That you can't make up your mind? Well, I'm trying to think of his name. The emergency Ken from the emergency management. He says, when the weather was starting to turn, he said, we don't know what Sebastian's wearing. It could get, colder, and we're trying to, really find him. But that never happened, obviously, because I don't believe he's in the area. Credit goes to Hindsight once again.
I'm just saying.
Link is in the description. Y'all sub up to Hindsight, please. I'm going to drop the link.
You wash your clothes in it too?
No, I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer. Oh. I don't have a washer and dryer. I don't have a washer and dryer. I don't have a washer and dryer. Or some parks have like a washer and dryer at the park, so you can use those too.
I'm good.
Well, looky here. Standard features. Washer, dryer, prep.
I'm just saying.
So there you go with that. And also the place where he stays has a little laundromat there. So I don't know what that's about at all. You know what I think? My opinion. Katie, in my opinion, washed his clothes every week or every couple weeks. I think I still say this. I think they was at the wholesale places, BJ's and Costco that weekend. I think she buys his food for a week or two, washes his clothes, all of that, and then he goes back on his merry way. I've always thought that just seems like the type of man that he, needs, and he expects. You don't have, a washer and dryer in it. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Chris wasn't doing his own clothes. No, I don't think so either. I don't see how in the world. Oh, that reminds me. I need to show y'all this. Do I still have it up here? Oh, I hope I still have it up. Bear with me as I hope I can find it. I got the Terry Lynn interview. Okay, here it is. Okay. Credit goes to the Outlier podcast. This is the Outlier podcast hosted by Lauren Collin. You see her on Nancy Grace with the Sebastian Rogers case and all of that. Link is provided in the description for this podcast. She had Dog the Bounty Hunter on her podcast. It was back in the spring or the summer. I guess this is the first time Dog ever heard about the Sebastian Rogers case. And I want you guys to listen to this and let me know. And we're going to discuss it. So it's very interesting what he says, even before Dog knew anything about it. Just a few minutes.
Yeah. I wanted to bring to your attention, it's been driving me crazy. I've been covering this case. Nancy Grace has been covering it. It's been on the national news for a little over a month, but there is an autistic boy missing out of Tennessee, 15 years old, hasn't taken his medication. And it's very odd, Dog. I mean, they have searched thousands of miles. They've had drones. They've searched waterways. It's insane. I mean, there's volunteers. No trace of him on camera. Allegedly, no dogs have picked up his scent. What gives?
Well, I can.
Now, this is the first time. Oh, Trishy. Ugh. This is the first time Dog has ever heard about Sebastian Rogers.
I can only say by the years of investigation.
It's insane. I mean, there's volunteers. No trace of him
You know,
on
the
camera.
round-
Allegedly, no dogs have picked up his
Or
scent.
even-
What gives?
Well, I can only say by the years of investigating, same thing. Usually a family member had done something. You know, usually there is a dump ground, you trash dump.
Well, yes, Seth did say what he was wearing, but you know, that was that evening, you know, he went to bed. So, and it was, the pants were the same, but the shirt wasn't.
Dump ground nearby or
Now listen to what Dog
Drones.
says.
They've searched waterways. It's insane. I mean, there's volunteers. No trace of him on camera. Allegedly, no dogs have picked up his scent. What gives?
Well, I can only say by the years of investigating, same thing. Usually a family member had done something. You know, usually there is a dump ground, you trash dump ground nearby or a lake. Lie detector tests don't work. Well, they do use them. They don't work on certain individuals. I think the parents, anybody close to him, take a lie box. If they volunteer, okay, I'll take it. Then, you know, they take it, they pass. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, So
Wait.
where you start with autistic kids is the family members.
Seth took it. Sure did. You start with the family members. And, I mean, we know that, you know, children with disabilities, you know, of any sort, you know, special needs, rather, it is difficult. You know, children, it's hard, it's difficult. And in any special needs, it's just even more difficult. So start with the family.
Because it's volunteer, okay, I'll take it. Then, you know, they take it, they pass. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, So
Wait.
where you start with autistic kids is the family members. Because it's hard to raise an autistic kid. It is hard, quadruple hard, than a kid that is not autistic.
That's right. An ironclad alibi. Seth is the only one that had a ironclad alibi. Now, obviously, Katie was in the home, but when it comes to Mr. Foot, he says he was in his camper, you know. He actually says he was working. That's what he says. He's never said that he was, that at least that I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, that he was at his camper sleeping. He says, I was at work. Well, you were at work at some point. the way he uses his words, I think this is a lot of the reason why, in my opinion, he has not taken a polygraph.
So start with the family. And Nancy Grace, I never met her, but she used to speak at the bail bonds convention for us. And that happened to be that day I was sick, but she's a very good investigator. So she usually comes up with stuff, you know, but I would say there's a family member or even a neighbor that is just, you know, and they'll
That's what one
know
YouTuber
how
claimed,
young is the
Wendy.
boy.
He's 15.
Yeah, so without leaving a site, that means somebody, you know, dumped him somewhere, and it's very sad. There's a show on A&E called 48 Hours.
Yeah.
And after 48 hours, 90% of people missing, age, gender, and all that, have been killed. So when you find nothing, and you know, like dogs don't get a scent, bloodhounds and all that, every single time the person is passed away or they've been killed and disposed of.
I kept on trying to interrupt you because I actually could not believe that you don't know this case and you stated all of that. I mean, if you have time, everything you just said is what has made this case so contentious. The stepdad and the mom are being looked at because they did not speak out on the news.
Now tell me dog don't know what he's doing.
Asking people for help with their child for about 7 days. The stepdad appears to have some odd language. They actually left for a while.
She notices the language. She notices the language. Do they have cameras at Chris's job site to protect the equipment? Did anyone check it out? So they would have cameras there, yes. And I mean, he was at work. He was at work. Trust me. He needed to be at work. He had to be at work. But I think that, in my opinion, that's the reason he stayed, 4 hours.
The second or third week of the search. And then as far as the lie detector test goes, mom already took a polygraph. Allegedly, and I was on the Nancy Grace episode, I was on the panel when she asked stepdad to take it. He challenges her with this phrase and says, name the time and the place. And then all of a sudden, the TBI, the TBI says, oh, you're not allowed to take it. Well, what? This doesn't make sense. And then
because they don't do that. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. If they ask you to take it, right, and you say no, which you have every right to do, but that's not what Mr. Foot said. Mr. Foot said they told me I didn't need one because I was at work. Okay. Well, once you told Nancy name the time and place, and she did, then you said, oh, they said they will give me one now. They don't do that. They don't do that. It's not what they do. If they ask you for one, that's one thing. But they never asked you. Hey, Tony, they never asked you for one. You said, because they said they didn't need it. If they don't need it, Mr. Foot, they're not going to just say, oh, well, because Nancy Grace says she'll give you one, we'll go ahead and give you one too. Yeah. And that's exactly right. Taken and passed. And then he says, wait, I didn't say who passed. I mean, can you imagine Seth doing that? Oh my God. The man was at work in a jail and they're still like, oh, he might have been he might have walked off for 2 or 3 hours. He might have been wheeling drugs up in there and stuff, which there is, and I promise you, nothing of that. Nothing. And now I heard on someone's panel I don't remember, someone sent me the clip. They're like, oh, well, he got in trouble. Now it's, he got reprimanded for giving someone long johns. Fucking kill me. I mean, come on. Long johns. He gave a prisoner long johns. What does that have to do with Sebastian? And I don't even know. I'm like, I mean, people was just saying that he was literally wheeling drugs, and he was gone for 3 or so hours, which we showed that was not, never happened. And now it's, he was panhandling long johns. This is the Outlier Podcast. Link is in description.
Such a mess. I cannot believe you said that.
Let me tell you, you can Google this to find it out. Okay. Google is sometimes everyone's worst enemy. If you take a Valium, one blue Valium. Mm-hmm. If you drink a certain downer, you can pass any lie detector test.
What did we hear about that one lie detector?
It slows your heart down a little bit.
Yep, beta blockers, benzos. Oh, trust me, we discussed this. Yeah. Discuss this. Yes. And you said the landfill or the dump site. Oh, they already checked a Kentucky landfill because that's where the trash goes in Tennessee. And according to one of the
Dog mentioned it, didn't know nothing about this case. He just literally summed up this case, and he spoke. He never heard about this case before. It's amazing.
The guys that dumps the trash or something, he felt something, and that's what indicated or was an indication that maybe they should go look there. So they did, and they didn't find anything. And that's why I got chills. I'm like, God, you're good. Like, you literally didn't even know this case. After this, or when you're done your interviews, you should look up Sebastian.
Do you hear what Lauren's saying?
And Rogers, you're indicate the landfill or the dump site. Oh, they already checked a Kentucky landfill because that's where the trash goes in Tennessee. And according to one of the guys that dumps the trash or something, he felt something, and that's what indicated or was an indication that maybe they should go look there. So they did, and they didn't find anything. And that's why I got chills. I'm like, God, you're good. Like, you literally didn't even know this case. After this, or when you're done your interviews, you should look up Sebastian Rogers. You're going to be like, holy crap. Okay, that was.
So you're going, you notice, right? I mean, you see these things for what they are. And then it's, Seth's panhandling long johns. Please, people, please. It's just amazing. The bar goes down even further, right? Yes, please hit that thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. Marlena says, what was this video, Justin? Because remember in the beginning, Dog thought that Seth was guilty parent. This was before he even heard about it. This was just Lauren telling Dog about this. And he looked into it. Link is in the description. So we'll see. Just amazing to me. Just absolutely amazing. Hold on. I need to turn this down. 1 second. Any person with a brain can see, in my opinion. There we go. Law enforcement said nothing was found in the landfill, but they don't have to be honest with the public either. They don't. They don't have to be. I mean, I don't think, in my opinion, they're not being very honest about it right now either. Right? Because, I mean, look at, they say no one is a suspect, but they haven't cleared anybody either. That's typical kind of TBI stuff, though, right? 1 second. Dang it. All right. What else do we got here? Oh. Is hindsight in here? Is hindsight in here? Look at this. This is originally from Bullhorn Betty. No trespassing, says Bauer Socks. When you don't put up the sign for your missing grandson, you have more room for your no trespassing sign. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. There's no sense of urgency on the part of the find somebody. Not for them. Sure is not. Sure isn't. Amazing, isn't it? Now, we were playing something a little bit ago about that gas station, that there might have been a sighting of Mr. Foot. And Silver on the scene.
Look around. Nothing on that side. Well,
look at this.
I mean, here's the thing about this gas station. I want to make a point. This just hit me in the head too. Like, why would you come here versus the Loves or somewhere, the Circle K over there? Well, let me tell you something. There's activity going on there. More people closer to the freeway. Look around. Nothing on that side. This place would be low key. So like I said, maybe Christopher Proudfoot came here on the early morning hours of the 28th, maybe even the 27th, and maybe Sebastian was in the car with him. He keeps saying we. Maybe we was him. So just a thought to add to the theory there. More to come on my way to Hendersonville.
Yeah. Someone, I've stated this before, but I haven't stated this part. I've stated part of this part, I guess. It was dark whenever Sebastian took the trash out. Remember, it gets dark very early into the evening there. CP told her. Yes, that's right. But oh wow, Aries, really? Dang. We need to pray for it. Chris said before on Smileys, and I've played it, if like someone would have went up to the door to like lure him out the front door or whatever, or the back door, he says, but he said specifically the front door. Plus, it would have been seen on camera. See a shadow of a baby on the wall. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about in the realm? That it would have been seen on camera if someone would have lured, came up and lured him out. Well, what are you talking about? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Don't freak me out. Yeah, you got me like looking. I don't get it. But anyway, he said that there would have, it would have been seen on camera if someone would have walked up to the front door. And I've always stated that if he would have came out, he would have been seen as well. Like if Sebastian would have came out, he would have been seen as well. Because they said he took the trash out, right? Yes, Rachel, we're going to talk about that in just a second. And sorry, I'm trying not to look at the chat because I get confused. I read it and then I start responding. If he would have been seen coming out, which we could see a shadowy, you could see someone carrying the trash out. You couldn't tell who it was. But there's not even that. Right? There's nothing. There's not even a glimpse of Sebastian being, the camera taken out. Oh, we seen him allegedly, someone taking the trash out. Well, we should be able to see him coming at the door. Why are y'all saying look at my background? What does that mean? What? Yeah, it's the lamp. This one or that one? Yes. Stop. I don't want any more of that shit. I'm telling you. I just don't want it. I don't want it. I don't deal well with this stuff. Okay? I don't deal well with it at all. Listen, I just want to go to heaven, and that's all I want. That's all I want. I don't need any of that stuff, bro. So, gotcha. Yeah, it kind of freaks me out. Okay. Where was this? What are we doing here? All right, let's play something here. Okay. So, did I show y'all the gas station yet? No, I don't. I don't. Yeah. I better not. All right, let's look at this.
I've been close to the house.
Door was locked.
So what you're saying is that the only possibility is the front door. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying the most conceivable way possible that this makes sense is that he walked out the front door.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
He had been close to the house, or had walked off, we would found him by now.
Every door was locked.
So what you're saying is that the only possibility is the front door. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying the most.
He won't say yes. He won't say yes or no. Right? He won't agree with it. He will say, I am saying the most conceivable way. Because it's word salad games again. It absolutely is. If he would have, if you just say yes or no, or yes and then comment on it, or no and then comment, but he will not say yes or no. The most conceivable way.
Every door was locked.
So what you're saying is that the only possibility is the front door. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying the most conceivable way possible that this makes sense is that he walked out the front door.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
He had been close to the house, or had walked off,
Or had walked off. Or had walked off. What do you mean, or had walked off? Or? What do you mean, or? Or had walked off? Or had walked off? What do you mean, or had walked off? You said he did walk off. I don't know why he walked out that door. If Chris said, or she says, yes, she certainly did. Watch this. I'm going to put it in order now. Should have clipped him. Watch this.
He said goodnight. Would have been pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said goodnight, Mom. I love you.
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes, Katie says she was on the phone with Chris, who was working out of town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I don't know why he walked out that door. Got it? Now, listen to Mr. Foot.
I'm not like that. I don't know what you do.
Oh, no. So.
Hold on. Let me refresh this.
I don't understand why your temperament goes up and down, up, down, up, down. And who don't understand why you
find it right here.
Question.
I'm giving you an answer. It's nobody's business what is or is. If he, walks outside the door. If he, walks outside the door. Speculations here. If he, walks outside the door.
If he walked outside the door. I don't know why he walked out the door. If he walked out the door. That would mean someone broke into the house and physically removed Sebastian. The doors were locked. Nothing was tampered with. It's kind of hard, right? All right. So I don't know why he walked out that door, if he walked out that door. And then we have this.
Had been close to the house or had walked off or
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
he had been close to the house or had walked off.
If he had been close to the house or had walked off.
Or had walked off or had walked off or had
walked off. I don't know why he walked out that door, if he walked off or if he walked off. Yes, MJ. No lights according to my source. Nothing. Okay. I just want hindsight. I dropped your link. You're doing great work. I wanted to thank you very much. You're doing amazing work. Amazing work. One second. So it's oh, here we go. You know how I said earlier that they had laundry facilities at this place?
Do you wash your clothes in it too?
No, I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer. Oh. Yeah. Or some parks have like a washer and dryer at the park, so you can use those too.
Y'all make sure you subscribe to Hindsight. Look here.
Park, so you can use those too.
I'm good.
Easy Days, and the other one has it as well. Yogi Bear Laundry Facility. Both places have it. 24 hours a day.
No.
I can't get why people side with the I don't either, Castle, to be honest with you. I don't either. What I think is funny is KP and CP think anyone believes her. Mom's first always. The sad part is either people do or they just don't like him so, Seth, and would rather be on the side of, in my opinion, the more suspect of them. Angel, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, my love. Really do appreciate you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our sweet Angel. Really do appreciate you, my love. Coco, honey, thank you, my dear, for gifting one pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you if you received that. Please thank our sweet Coco, honey. Some of the new trailers and RVs have. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Most all of them do. When you spend your life dealing with criminals, there's nothing you haven't seen or heard. Dog knows what's up. My daughter went for 20 minutes when she was 4, and I had to be sedated. Oh my God, Southern Sass. It's scary. It does. It needs to be resolved. We need to move on. It's time. Like, it's really time. And I feel like there is some movement. I really do. I feel like there's finally some movement in this case, especially after the FBI. I think Dog might be in town right now. And if he is, that's amazing. Because would love to him to find some answers. That would be amazing as well. Let's see here. What else do I have for y'all? Oh, first interview, Katie, very revealing. 1 second, let me pop this thing up. I have to pop this up to make sure. 1 second. Here we go. Let's see.
That he loved. My son elopes and loves trains, so he heads to the tracks. He loves playgrounds.
Yeah, he loves playgrounds. I mean, he loves to play. I give him that.
This is Bed Crime Stories, by the way. I love Bed Crime Stories. Make sure y'all, if you're not subbed up to Bed Crime Stories, she's amazing. He loves playgrounds. I'll give him that.
Trains, so he heads to the tracks. He loves playgrounds.
Yeah, he loves playgrounds. I mean, he loves to play. I give him that. Friends wise,
He wants friends.
Sebastian, his idea of his friend is right now is what he has 2 kids that he talks to at school, but he is extremely socially awkward, and so it's very difficult for him to make friends.
Same thing.
Which has been this boy's only lifelong dream. He Christmas, what do you want for Christmas? I want friends. Birthday, I want friends. Anything that he could do to get a friend, he would love to do it, which
He has the best voice.
is potentially dangerous because that could open up doors for somebody to say, hey, I'll be.
Bed Crime Stories. She's got a beautiful voice, but she's a good creator too. But number 3, she's
your friend
gorgeous.
Potentially
she's
calls
gorgeous.
Did you hear Chris say he loves to play? I'll give him that. Like, that's the only positive thing he can say about Sebastian. I'll give him that much. He then goes on to describe how socially awkward Sebastian is. Well, we've been hearing different stories that he did have some friends at school. It is very sad to hear that he asked repeatedly for friends, but is that true? And is that the only thing that he wanted? Did he maybe also want a kind and patient stepfather who perhaps wasn't so strict, wasn't so mean-spirited?
That would be the best thing, wouldn't it? You would think. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. NH, thank you, sweeties. Really do appreciate you. My computer just froze. Hold on. Uh-oh, okay, there we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. Thank you so much, NH. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you, my love. Very sweet of you. Mom first, always. Oh my God. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so very much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. We've got beep beep mother chicken. Hold on, let me find my thing here. Beep beep mother chicken.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
To the lesser fight, my body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thank you so much, Mom, for always, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Holla. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, come on now, give our Mom First Always a big thank you. And thank you so much, Southern Staff. Our first month anniversary. I had to renew. I love you all. It should next time it should update your thing. Sometimes the first month it'll say that, but it'll usually update it. So very sweet of you. Guidance. Thank you, my dear, for gifting another chicken. Thank you for gifting a mother chicken. I really appreciate you. If you receive that, please send us a guidance. Aw, Irony. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my love. You receive that. Give our sweet Irony a big, big thank you as well. Very sweet of you guys. If CP talked to dog like that, dog would say, son, let's go back behind the woodshed so we can talk privately, metaphorically speaking, of course. Oh, and in my metaphorical opinion. Right? Oh my God, right? Hello, hello. Wet and rainy England. Well, it's wet and rainy America pretty much here too. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Justin, if the light video had not gotten out, would the FBI and others help? I don't think so. TBI, too slow and tight mouth to be nice as I can. Well, I mean, no, I still think that they would have helped personally. And the reason I think that they would have, I mean, they would know, they're able to see what the TBI has, right? So there's that. Oh, Wendy, thank you, my dear. Thank you, sweetie. My love for gifting a pearl necklace. If you receive that, come on now, give our sweet Wendy a big, big thank you. I honestly wonder if the CPS agent that lost her job ever watched KP and CP's interviews and wondered what she thought after Sebastian disappeared. I think whether we want to admit this or not, I really believe sometimes the police they went into this neighborhood and they're like, oh, well, this is, a middle upper class neighborhood. Parents are hardworking. And, nothing to see here. Yeah, he's autistic. He walked right out. And that was that until they started looking for themselves, right? Like the dog scent to see if there was a scent of Sebastian, if there was any cameras, if there was any footprints, and nothing, right? With all the, I think you mean rain, not rain, but rain and flooding around the states, would somebody found out. You know, the earth gives up what it wills, right? And I pray all the time, God, wherever, wherever, Sebastian is, wherever Summer is, wherever Michael is, put the right person in the path, uncover, what we're missing all the time. I pray that all the time. TBI and FBI do not speak publicly on ongoing investigations until there's an arrest, if possible. That is true. That is true. TBI rarely ever names suspects. You just pretty much, get your door beat down in the, from like, Brian Laundry, or not Brian Laundry, Brian Kohlberger, something like that. Hey, Justin, I was that looked like Sebastian in the truck when Chris was on his way back to Memphis. That needs to be looked into again. It does. It does. Oh, thank you, my dear. How do I pronounce your name? How do I pronounce your name? Thank you, my love. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it? I don't want it. So is dog referring to the Bower socks as the laundries covering up? Oh, I don't know, Cassie. Can you give Zaya? Is that how you pronounce it? Zia? Zia? Law enforcement denied Zia or Zia. Anyway, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very sweet. Really appreciate your support, my friend. Can't do it without you. Really do thank you very much, my friend. It's nice to see you in here and joining us. Zia. Kloops, thought just occurred to me. In domestic DV, divorces are unsafe for the victim. Why can't the same be said for abuse when any CPS is involved at any time, like for prevention? In DV, divorces are unsafe for the victim. Why can't it be the same for the child when any? Yeah. Yes. I mean, that's the, whenever you're going through a breakup or a divorce, especially if there's DV, that is the number one time where it is the most dangerous, right? Okay, Sandy, good to see you, honey. Oh, thank you, Castle. I heard the dog posted something about, yeah. Do I have it pulled up still? No, but I can, hold on one second. Nick, here we go. Nick will have it on there probably. That was 2 hours ago, and he says, monkey see, monkey do. I think it is. Monkey see, monkey do. Are you pulling a Brian Laundry? I see you. Nick says, yes, we have enlisted Bob expertise. Let's see anyone try to dox him. Tennessee, and we're not talking about Bob the Builder here. Let's engage in the game of Clue. Who is this Bob? He constructs arguments, not the structures. Oi. Oi. Wow. I don't know about that. Tina. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. Justin, in the very beginning, when Sebastian went missing, us Pearls had open minds about what happened. But then on the 8th day, they gave their first interview and our minds changed quickly. Yes. Yes. It's like I always say, it's never anything personal. Whenever your stories and the timelines and all of that does not fit and it does not make sense, right? And you say things like Sebastian went to bed at 9, Katie falls asleep at 10, but Chris calls us at 9:43 or 9:46. Well, that's, maximum, 18-minute call or so, 17-minute call. So, and then just not only that, the behavior of, in my opinion, how he treated Sebastian. And just, the coughing, in my opinion, the fake coughing on the interviews, the changes of stories. Did he come out of his room? Did he not come out of the room? Did you say, did he fall out of the bed? Or just a different amount of stories. we made a list, I don't know, last week or something. I mean, I was, pretty strict on what I thought was, red flags. I just didn't want to be like extremely petty and put things down. Like I wanted like it to be like a real red flag. And there was a lot. A lot. The last time they have given us anything, law enforcement, it has been April 2nd, 2024. April 2nd. That's too long. So thank you for that, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Oh, Irony, thank you, darling. Thank you again. That's very sweet of you, my loves. Necklace. Thank you, lovies. If you receive that pearl necklace, make sure you give our sweet Irony Rose a big, big thank you. How do we know Chris was liquidating assets for sure? I mean, so my source, he was, I try not to out my source because he'll know exactly who it is if I say this. All I can say is he had mentioned allegedly that he was done and he was going to be or in the process of getting a divorce and liquidate. He was going to liquidate. So that's all I can say because I don't want to. I don't want for that person to. I don't want to put my source at risk of anything. So that's the most I can say about that. No, this was before Sebastian went missing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not Arjik. Yeah. I will never ever out a source. Not at all. Nick says here C&D does a lot. It demonstrates to the courts that numerous opportunities these individuals were given. As for those who didn't receive a C&D and are only now facing the court filing, may the force be with you. Does that mean more people are going to get more? They got away with it for 7 months, I presume. So, oops. Let's see here. I can't wait to watch them explain themselves in front of a judge. They got away with it for 7 months, but that ends with us. Legal fees, ? They've got no idea. A word to the wise, don't spend all of your money on a civil lawyer because, well, they don't help with bail. So there's that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that's kind of cryptic. I don't know what it means. I presume that means more people getting them. What I don't know how many he's gotten them. I really don't. I know they said the barbecue said she did, but I guess that's it that I'm aware of, at least. I see Michael Jackson. I love Michael. Do you really always late? Yeah, if they get a federal injunction, you know, you know, in my opinion, it should not be hard to, you know, say in my opinion or allegedly and just not like, you know, it's crazy they can not do, yeah. I know. I wonder what happened, Fundiski. That's the question, right? What happened with that? They seem like they're good as gold now, you know? I mean, it's literally just the two of them, right? Cuz you know, neither one of them has any kids living with them. Sent you some chicken pics. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Oh, thank you, Allie. Thank you so much. Let me see if anybody sent anything to me. Um, bear with me. Oh, 1 second. What's this? Yep, already read you that one. Um, yeah, and he did the roses are red, violets are blue one. Here, I'll show you this one. Roses are red, violets are blue, dog is in town, and he's after the truth. And then underneath of it earlier, it said something else. I can't remember what it was. Edgar, that's what I said, Debbie. In my opinion, I think it was, there was a lot of stuff going on in December with Sebastian, the CPS thing, Nina, and then January, there was allegedly then the other CPS, the end of January, and then I think something happened right after that. And I believe it was, he said, him or me. Him or me. I just don't think, I think Sebastian was becoming a teenager, right? Teenagers back talk. That's just what they do at times. They're human beings. And they speak their mind more whenever they're, get older. So it's just one of those things. All roads lead to Rome back in ancient times when Rome ruled. They designed all the roads to lead to Rome. Yeah, pretty much all roads connect, right? Even here. Yes, and how he said they say Sebastian would get up in your face, and he'll get up in your face. He doesn't hit or anything like that. Mr. Foot saying he thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. You just heard him say a minute ago, what are you playing tit for tat with me? And it gets under his skin. Right. Can you imagine that before all of this took place, behind closed doors? And I just don't think that would have went very well. I agree, Rebecca. I agree. I think it starts, I think, ground zero is the PF's house because that's where he was last seen. And there's nothing to say that he walked out. Right? So if there's nothing to say that he walked out, then what are you to do? Of course, you're going to ask questions. Car at 3 a.m. They go toward the house. One or maybe two, I think one personally, but goes toward the house. They pull at the very beginning of Stafford, and one runs back as the other one is backing up, heading to go out of the neighborhood. Sebastian's window is on the side of the house with the flashlights. Sebastian's room is on the front part of the house. If you're looking at it, it's the front part of the house on the right. The truth is right in front of us. Fact, Sebastian went missing under KP's watch. They said so themselves. Where's your son, Katie? That's right. You should always feel safe in your home. One of the most important things that you can do for your child is make them feel secure in their life. Safe and secure. That's one of the most important things you can do. Hi, Mike Radot. In my humble opinion, I think they messed up his bedroom, threw wrappers around and under his mattress, messed up clothes, threw stuff on floor. Also, law enforcement would look like Sebastian didn't follow the rules. Interesting. Snacks. Yes, they do. Yes, everyone needs a safe space for sure. Yeah, if his room was a mess, how did she know that the only key? Good point. Very good point. Very good point. If it was such a mess, right? How did she know this? Seth said the keychain didn't even work. It is learned behavior. You're right. Read my comment, Justin, please. Brenda. His comment still about if we knew what Sebastian did, nobody would look for him. I think he was planning to saying he did something to FP to have an excuse. What's FP? But Sebastian never did anything. I apologize. Deanna. I turned it on. No subscribers or any duration, I think. For you, my dear. I'm glad you're able to speak, right? Making sure. Thank you, Dana, for gifting a pearl necklace. Thank you, my love. You receive. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. If you receive that pearl necklace, please thank our sweet, sweet Dana. Gotcha. Got ya. If you receive that, make sure you please thank Dana for us. Thank you, Dana. I still believe the thud, the flashlight, the go to bed. I disagree with one thing there, personally, troopers. I believe the thud happened. I do believe the thud happened. She said, I asked her on Smiley's, what did it sound like? And she says, well, it just sounded like he was just playing in his room back there, which wasn't, not normal. And I'm like, no, for you to notice something and it stick out, it has to be a little something different, right? And so the next, she goes on Nancy Grace, and Nancy says, well, what did it sound like? And she says, just a thud. I personally think, in my opinion, Mr. Foot snapped. And just an opinion, I think. And I think she might have been laying on the couch. She might have been sleeping. She might have been watching television. But I do think pretty much the rest was made up, to be quite honest with you. But, that's the thing. None of us know. None of us know. I don't think I have Sebastian's song right now. Let me see here. Sebastian. Oh, here it is. We'll play it. I found it. I also think that if, in my opinion, he wasn't involved in some way, shape, or form, that he would have been gone, just like with his other, exes. I don't think he has a hard time saying goodbye.
Together we'll make
Green hearts,
it
green
right.
hearts.
Green hearts up to the sky. Sebastian's love won't die. With every breath we try. Green hearts up high. Miss your laughter, miss your smile. Been searching mile by mile. In the darkness, still will dial every number, every file. Seth won't ever lose the flame. In his heart it stays the same. He whispers Sebastian's name in love's eternal frame. Green hearts up to the sky. Sebastian's love won't die. With every breath we try. Green hearts up high. Sebastian, where'd you go? Empty hallways echo so. Father Seth searching high and low. Love's light will always glow. Armies marching through the night, guided by spirit bright. No mountain too high for the fight. Together we'll make it right. Green hearts up to the sky. Sebastian's love won't die. With every breath we try, green hearts up high. Miss your laughter, miss your smile. Been searching mile by mile. In the darkness, still will dial every number, every file. Seth won't ever lose the flame. In his heart it stays the same. He whispers Sebastian's name in love's eternal frame. Green hearts up to the sky. Sebastian's love won't die. With every breath we try, green hearts up high.
Isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. It really is. He wouldn't screw up trying. But he wouldn't screw up trying to get F for his mother, which would never happen to begin with, but he's delusional when it comes to that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it really should. It really should. Dusty, I'm sure that they have checked rental cars. I think because I think this is going to be someone's family member's friend vehicle. May even been traded in. Right. So I think that's right, 7 true. I'm local and I'm always driving around thinking about Sebastian and if he could be close. He's there somewhere. I'm sorry, Alice. KP would hear the song and snap that it mentions Seth by name. Well, he's the only one looking, right? I don't think so. But I don't know either, right? I don't know. Probably at the bottom. Yeah. You're in Clarksville? Do you think CP will hey Mitzi. Maybe the coworker's car. He was a legend. See, I wonder if he was working, in my opinion, if he was working on a car of, again, the family members, friends, or whatever. Or did he have someone, thank you, Linda. Did he have someone down there? You know what I mean? So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Don't know. Guys, thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate you. Love you all so much. You guys are not subscribers. You guys are family. And we are Sebastian's army together. I've been almost done with this case a couple times, to be quite honest with you. And the last time, whenever Seth was on court TV and he said, you know, he doesn't understand why, they're acting that way. His mother and his stepfather, and they're not searching. But he said, that's okay. We have Sebastian's army. And as long as I have them, and I'm like, ugh, cannot give up. We can't. We can't. This little guy, man, it pains me to think about what it was like when the foot was there. Love you too, honey. It pains me to think about when the foot was there, because in my opinion, I don't think he cared for him a lot of the times. I think there may have been sometimes better than others, but this person throws everything out that doesn't listen to him the way he thinks it should be, right? So it's craziness. It's craziness. And this is his life's behavior. A cheat, right? The cheating, alleged cheating, rather. I believe that's where, in my opinion, a lot of the allegations came from. What did he say, Joanne? Minor of CP. No child should have to go through what Sebastian did. And Summer. She should have, but I think she gave in. I really do. That's right. Together we're stronger than one person. Think of Stefan Stern's parents that shielded him, and you know what? That is exactly what. Oh, Lolo. That's so sweet. Check new song email. Thank you, Lolo. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Who wrote this? Okay, Silver on the Scene. Credit goes to Silver on the Scene. I have not heard this.
Never stop searching. We will never stop searching for you. For you.
No, it's beautiful.
For you. From Hendersonville to Nashville, country roads and mountains high, people out searching, looking for you. We will search until the day we die. We will search where the breeze takes us, where the sun shines, where the rain falls. We will follow the birds as the crow flies in search of you. Today, tomorrow, and all year through. Never stop searching, we will never stop searching for you. For you. for you. Your smile lit up the world, you know. You now have 1 million friends. People genuinely love you, and our search will never end. Never stop searching, we will never stop searching for you, for you, for you. Never stop searching, we will never stop searching for you, for you, for you. Million hearts are breaking each new day that passes by. We wake up wondering where you are. Every day we cry. Never stop searching, we will never stop searching for you, for you, for you. Never stop searching, we will never stop searching for you, for you, for you.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. That makes me love Mr. and Mrs. Silver so much more even than I already did. I love those. I love that channel. They are really, really good people. Such good people. I'm going to drop this link so you guys can share this out. This needs to be shared by everyone. What a beautiful, beautiful tribute. Text, please, Justin. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. 1 second, guys. We're getting something in. Bear with me. When was this? Give me a minute. Okay. Wow. Okay. It has been 4 weeks since 15-year-old has disappeared. The autistic teen. I hate when they say that. Just the Sebastian, who has autism. How about that? Anyway, Sumner County Emergency Management Agency, EMA, Director Ken Widener said over 200 people have been dispatched to the search of the missing teenager, including multiple canines, mounted helicopters, and drones. The search team covered a nearly 5-mile radius. I can't recall off the top of my head the last search like this was, said Chief Craddock. Obviously, this one is exponentially more important, being a child. 1 second. Which part is it, ICU? Can you text me that part? He added that there were no leads, no details to indicate that Sebastian is not alive. On the same day Sebastian's mother spoke. See, I told you. What did I tell you? They did not start speaking. They did not. This was in March. This is a very, very old article, but it said something. Very old article. Yes, Ken, he's the emergency management. Sebastian's stepfather, Proudfoot, said the family has been on a constant roller coaster of helplessness and hopelessness. I see. Can you? The first interview was the day law enforcement stopped searching. Yes, I need to know. One. One second. I'll have to come back and read this. I think this could probably be a whole live. I need to read it all and stuff. There's the hold on, there's the interview right here. 1 second. Well, crap. We'll play this. 1 second. How long is this ad? Oh, it's not long. Just give me 1 second. We'll play it. It's got Ken in there.
We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't stop. We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't
I'm
stop.
going to work on that. I wanted to see that one with Ken.
This print prints everything to get your brand in front of your fans, like
Lord. Skip. Oh, damn it. Skip.
Something would have had to happen that he just felt that he couldn't deal with anymore. But he's still alive. You know, that's my main hope right now. In order for him to actually do something that's out of the normal, something would have had to happen that
Exactly
he just felt that he couldn't deal with anymore.
That he just felt like he couldn't deal with anymore. I think, honestly, it's the opposite. I think it was Chris.
Said to you or tried to communicate to you abuse in the home?
No. He's on multiple occasions sit there and has told me he doesn't want to go back. And I've asked him, why don't you want to go back? And he wouldn't tell me. He didn't say why. He was just like, I just don't want to go back. And it's, at that point in time, I'm just like, okay, well, maybe it's the freedom that he gets at my house. And he's a teenager. And now I'm finding out a lot of this stuff. And I wish he had told me.
While the scorching heat behind me.
Bad. Seth's heart is broken. I have premium, Lisa, but this is not YouTube, actually.
They liked him. All the kids are wanting to know when he's going to come back. They want to help and volunteer. Teachers are they're putting out prayers every day. Everybody, it's coming up. It's Easter. I'm hoping for an Easter miracle.
Yes.
I could definitely use it in my life right now.
Angels. Yeah, I agree.
While the scorching heat behind me.
Something I wanted to look. They want me to buy lawn stuff.
this point,
I just planted grass.
play or anything of that nature?
There is no evidence to support foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
You mentioned, you were asked about recent evidence. We've heard some rumors that seems to have some validity, that there
No,
were some
love you
glasses
guys too.
found within the past few days. Can you confirm that?
Love
There
y'all
were
too,
some
man.
glasses found in the past few days.
Or have you been able to identify that they
I
were
agree,
Sebastian's?
Mohawk.
We are still investigating.
I mean,
While the
Mohawk.
scorching heat behind me.
Can you imagine? 1 second, I can answer this.
Had duty to update this afternoon.
1 second, y'all. Interesting.
FBI, open up!
So get this, y'all. The same day, I just showed you in that article, where they said that they scaled back. They had done an interview the same day, right? Is the same day that they did the interview. Okay, here it is. He added that there were no leads when they scaled back the search, no leads, no details to indicate that Sebastian is not alive. On the same day, Sebastian's mother spoke to the media for the first time about their child's disappearance, telling WSMV4, "I just want my baby to be okay." This is the one she said, I don't know why he walked out the door. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. On the same day that they stopped doing that search, the feet did not mention anything. Zero, zilch, nada, that they stopped searching for their son today. They never said they stopped searching. I wish they would continue to search. Why did they stop searching? Can you please get groups and start searching? Huge. 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 Why wouldn't you say on your first interview, that you've done to the actual world with your face, that's not YouTube, for the locals and the world? Rally for helpers. Didn't say they stopped the search today. We're disappointed. We're saddened that they, haven't continued searching. We are begging people to get out there. No crying, no pleading, no nothing. And what did Seth do? Got searchers. Actually, she was doing when he gets a bug on him, ow, that thing she did. In pain and everything, yes. Not only the emotional pain, right? The emotional pain, but also the physical pain. So I'm going to make a live on that tomorrow, I think. Well, I'm not even talking about Craddock. I'm talking about the parents. The parents did not say, no, 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 no. I'm not talking about Craddock. I want to make that clear. I'm talking about the feet. They never did say, we are so saddened that the search was stopped today. You know, that they never said anything about even the search being called off in their first interview. Yes, Seth was begging for searchers. That says a lot. That's really sad. Justin, in my opinion, when law enforcement stopped searching, that's when the pressure campaign began on volunteers and search. Of course, yeah. Yep. You're exactly right. Because YouTubers and stuff wasn't there till after law enforcement came. Right? And this is when you see the Infinity rolling around, with the donkey outside, doing photos and everything like this. Right, Mary Ellen? Mhm. Oh, thanks, Trevor's mom. It's interesting that you got into Bullhorn Betty's good graces. Now you have to peddle a required narrative. I don't think you watch me, honey. I don't guess you watch me because I have never changed. Everything that I have ever said about anything or anyone like that, I still stand by it. Okay? So let's make that real clear, real quick. So I don't know what you mean by that. So why don't you you know, apparently my chihuahua's name is Trevor. He's my love. I think we got a little chihuahua in the chat who and listen, it's not about Bullhorn Betty. It's not about anyone. It's about what is right and what is not. And I said when I was arguing with Bullhorn Betty, which I'll probably argue with her again. The night's not done. But I said, even then, she did not do anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. You putting signs out, you get arrested. That's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Lolo. Thank you, Lolo. I shouldn't even commented on it, but I did. It wasn't really worth even my time. Uh, I do. I do. I do. I mean, it's just not, I mean, what is right is right. Trevor's mom, I believe you have to be better than this. You are, that you are having a bad day. I'm hoping you do not talk to people like this on a regular basis. No need to be rude. Well, you know what you can do, Trevor? It's mom. Word to the mother. You can call in. You can call in. Oh my God. Benjamin Button Bartholomew comes and visits me. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Lant Liquor. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Show me to the door. Thank you, Benjamin. I love you. Listen. What I say is what I mean. I mean, that's why I always try to not get up here and be, scream and squall and fight with each other. Because when I say something, I generally pretty much mean it. I try to think pretty hard before I say something. And Betty did nothing wrong with that. She did nothing wrong. You know what? If Mr. Foot said if he meant what he said, that's okay. We have a lot of people that don't agree with us, but we love them and we would give them a hug anyways. And we want to appreciate them for, you know, doing something with, Sebastian or whatever, right? So there's that. All right, my loves, I really do appreciate you. I need to thank you guys. Again, Ben George, thank you so much, my love. I really do appreciate you. You can come in and say hi sometimes. Thank you, sweeties. Love you so much. Really do appreciate you, my love. That means a lot, 10 months. Thank you. Sapphire, love you, my dear. Hey, Justin, you have stayed strong through this entire case. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Pink Warrior, Justin, you're amazing and put a lot of work into these missing cases, and I appreciate it. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you, Sweet Truth Sleuth. Thank you, everyone. Ginger, thank you for all you do. You stay cracking me up. We all need laughter. We do. We do. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you. Love you all. You guys are amazing. Y'all are family, and you know it. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love that song. I love both songs very much, but that the one Silver did is really amazing. Yeah. So appreciate you. All right, guys. Love you all. Good night and God bless.